Dr. Mehta, you were born and raised in the heart of Mumbai, Kalbadevi. What was that childhood like for you, growing up in a place so bustling yet so intimate?
Bhavik, you are taking me down the memory lane. I'm nostalgic, and when you go in the past, you feel so happy. Well, I was born in a lower middle class family. We lived in trolley system. We shared common toilet among several tenants. Yet, I never missed anything. And when I look back, I still feel quite happy in my mind. The childhood was glorious. Yes, I studied in a vernacular school. The tuition fee was only 5 rupees. That's what my father could afford at that time. And uh, when he was maintaining himself with great difficulty financially, he was a peon. And therefore, when I was born out of a natural outcome of a marriage, and not necessarily I was wanted, but then at times that would lead to frustration in my father's mind because I was an additional finance burden. And this was reflected time and again. His frustration would be thrown out on me, but my mother was great buffer. So that's how it went on. Then I studied, and when I went into the uh, Elphinstone School, that was a graduation school where I was doing my science, and I had lots of friends, and we would share everything. When we wanted to play cricket, I would share for the stump, somebody else would share for a bet, somebody else would purchase the ball, and that's how we were. I think it was an act of living together and being together.
So, Doctor, when you say about hardships, the way you've understood and you've grown as we speak about the challenges that you have faced, uh, what was the positive outcome that you saw during your hardships?
Good question, Bhavik. I think the hardships makes you tough. And if you look at the lives of those good, great people, many of them have gone through lots of hardships and they eventually make it big. And same thing, my mentor and my guide, my philosopher, whatever I want to call him, was my dad. And he was a very courageous man. From a job of a peon in a solicitor's firm where he used to study books at night, he became a lawyer and then he made it well. And he became a first class lawyer, topmost lawyer in the field of rent act. And so looking at him, I would always feel that I should be at least like him, if not better. And all this early trauma of my childhood well, making me tough, making me more, let us say, definitive. And that I think contributed a lot.
So, you have candidly shared how your father, though deeply supportive, carried his own childhood losses, which made emotional expression difficult. What did that kind of silent support teach you about strength and connection?
Bhavik, strength is not a class book lecture. Many things you learn by observation. And more so now I realize that I'm a doctor. Nobody teaches and spoon feed like we do in the, let's say, a primary school. Yeah, I think lot many things are to be learned by your own self, observing your superior, observing experts, and etc. So, like that, I imbibed lots and lots of courage, decisiveness, decision making, and all those things by silently observing my father's approach to various kinds of problems that he faced.
So, you've spoken about your father. You've also mentioned being conscious about your height growing up when we were speaking the other
Oh,
day,
I know, I
and
know, I know.
how that sparked a desire to prove yourself, to show the world through strength, through your achievements. How did that hunger to excel truly begin?
In my class, when we would go for physical training session, we all have to stand in line as per your height. And my number would be the last because I was the shortest one. And many times I used to feel that I hope people won't ridicule me. I used to be sometimes thinking that, see, my both parents are short, so that's why I'm short. And certainly it was a point of inferiority complex in my life to some extent. And when you want to overcome your difficulty, then you look into the life of people who were handicapped in varieties of ways and still made big. Lots of people are very short. Bhavik, Napoleon was very short. Dustin Hoffman, tremendous actor, wouldn't you say so?
Yes.
Yeah. So that he was short. Shivaji Maharaj himself was not too tall. So those inspiring stories helped me to move further. And one day my father says, you don't have to be tall, you have to be big. And that, I think, was a meaningful sentence that carried a message. And I went away.
Taking cues from your father is great learnings that I'm also having with you, doctor. Let's talk about your mother. Was she a pillar of strength and emotional warmth?
Bhavik, now I understand my mother with adult's mind. At that point of time, I knew my mother as a child. And that's a difference. Now I realize what a divine lady she was. Totally uneducated. Did not go even up to the primary school completion. जिसमें हम लोग बोलते थे चार चोपड़ी उतना ही किया. And then, but she was full of compassion. She was a buffer. My father was short-tempered in general. And many a times he would throw his frustrations, which he carried from outside, on us. We were the easy pathways, me and my mother. But my mother was a great buffer. She would calm me, she would pacify me, and then she would offer more love. She would be more tender, and she was great. And not ever, she was a profound common sense, Bhavik. She would know, beta, this is not the right thing. If something which you are doing, if it's biting your conscience, I think you should avoid it. You should have a good sleep at night. That's what I can say. And that, I think, was an indirect lesson in morality, which I think is unfortunately dampening down in our country in all fields of, in all walks of life. And when I look back, she was pious, she was compassionate. And those are the qualities which I think the doctors need.
Sure, doctor. So she would have shaped your character in some way or the other.
Yes, she did.
Do you want to call out a couple of such points that helped you build a character that you are today?
Even some examples?
Yes, please.
In my life?
Yeah.
Yes. One day, I lost a book while I was in third standard, just 1 or 2 standards after Montessori. And I was very upset because I thought my father would be very angry because he'll have to spend money. So I stole the book from my friend. I stole the book. And obviously, he started complaining that his book is missing. And somehow or other, I mingled out to get out of that. And I brought the book at home. My mother said, "Beta, that's not correct. That's not correct. Your father, I will pursue. I will make him quiet. I will cool him down and he'll be able to buy a book for you. Don't worry. But go and return the book." And also, she would tell me certain stories about Harishchandra. She would tell me about Mahavir Bhagwan and all. She was full of stories. So those things were helping me to build my career, character, so on and so forth.
Awesome. So, doctor, let's talk about looking back. If you had met your younger self, young Dr. A.B. Mehta, perhaps feeling unsure, maybe even invisible, what would you say to him now?
When I was young, no, Bhavik, and I came back from United States, me and my wife would have a drive at Pedder Road, and Jaslok Hospital was under construction, 6-story building at that time. And I used to feel, Jyoti, I wish I get an opportunity to work in this hospital in the future. And a day came when I achieved a position of being a chief of cardiology in the Jaslok Hospital.
Wow.
And that was dream come true. And at that point of time, I was not very sure how, when, and which way, whether if at all I would achieve the position which I had aspired for at that point of time. And then what helped me? Two or three things. If that AB Mehta, I would have told, okay, AB, never miss because chance comes in everybody's life. It is only few who are able to grab it and make it big.
So, Doctor, what I've understood from your childhood stories is something like this, that you've soaked in what's important for you to grow, for you to learn, for you to become resilient, for you to find a vision, and you have tried to live that vision. Do you want to share certain thoughts about how you built your vision and where you see yourself from now?
Bhavik, when I was a medical student and then I became a graduate, and I used to see successful cardiologists all around me, and they were carrying aura. They were being respected, and they were walking gracefully, enjoying the reputation in the society. And I used to feel that I would get one day. And my desire was, if time comes that every patient, before he breathes his last, feels in his mind, I wish Dr. Mehta was treating me.
Wow.
That was my aim, motto in my life.
So, with that aim, I know are India's first DM for interventional cardiology.
Well, I'll tell you, interesting story. See, in my time, there was no DM at all.
Okay.
A DM was introduced in university only in 1972.
Mhm.
Or I might say, no, it was introduced earlier, but they didn't have teachers even DM. So I started my career as a teacher in DM.
Wow. Okay.
So when I teach DM students, I don't have to carry a qualification or a label of being a DM.
Mhm.
So though I am a recognized cardiologist in various parlors, various societies all over the world and all, in reality, me and my colleagues at that time did not have an opportunity to appear for exam because we became examiner before we appear in exam. So
This is
that was,
interesting.
yeah.
You as a teacher,
Yeah.
you as a student.
Today I'm a teacher. My students are teachers too.
Wow. Okay.
And all over the country, maybe all over the world even, they are preparing cardiologists who would then go in turn in the society to serve suffering human beings. Then when I said, they say that I'm a good teacher. And then, all right, how I learned the art of teaching, compassion, behavior. Somebody has to be there. Your Prerana Murti. Apart from Dr. M.J. Gandhi, who I salute, respect for his overall personality as a perfect human being. Bhavik, forget my professional accomplishment. That could be with anybody. But how to be a good, stoic human being was a very important lesson in my life.
Mhm.
When I joined Sion Hospital, there was nothing except ECG machine, nothing. No cardiac catheterization laboratory, no catheters, no pacemaker, no ICU. ICU started in 1965, but when I joined Sion Hospital, there was no ICU. And I used to be very depressed that I have no opportunity to deploy my art which I've acquired. And I was feeling frustrated. He would take me in a corner. He said, look, Chandrasekhar Raman never traveled, and yet he got the Nobel Prize by working in India. So therefore, if you have a talent, there are lots and lots of opportunities. Explore them and keep making pathways for yourself. That, I think, was a great lesson in my life. And I knew how to overcome depression and work in adverse circumstances and make the best. That's what Gandhi told. I used to call him Mahatma Gandhi because he's my mentor, another mentor of mine.
So, Doctor, you spoke about MJ Gandhi. You added up saying he as Mahatma Gandhi. You also spoke about C.V. Raman.
Yeah.
I think you have a knack of picking the right positive influencing ideas or inputs from such stalwarts, or may I say such legends in our country. I really would be intrigued to discuss more about many such names who have shaped your future or who have shaped your destination. So let's wait for another episode and let's meet Dr. A.B. Mehta under a topic which is from his teens to what he is today, and converse how cardiologist as Dr. A.B. Mehta became a legend what he is today. Thank you so much.